what I was thinking about as I was sitting in my chair, thinking about those things I think about. Um, the Kaizen approach to our thoughts. We have so many questions that we ask ourselves, and we ask God, why this and why that, and then we don't seem to get an answer. One of the reasons, which I found out, which was very interesting, was a part of the brain called the amygdala. Oh man, amygdala. But dang, I forgot to actually consult this. Stay on track, okay? So, the amygdala, well, when you ask yourself a question, which is, or someone asks you a question, what happens is it goes to one or two places. The cortex, your cerebral cortex, loves questions and it loves to answer them, and it says, wow, I can do this, man, let's get this done, and we can do this and this and this and this. But the amygdala says it's kind of like a circuit breaker. And what it does, once a warning pops up, this question cannot be answered easily. So what does it do? It shuts it down. As the question comes in, the brain is like, yeah, come on. And the amygdala kind of like puts down the stop sign, and it hits that wall, can't get through, right? So when you have something, the amygdala shuts it down, and then you get writer's block, or you want to you can't think anymore. It's just like and then you go on to something else. It's a safety net for your brain not to overload it. So when we try to tackle big questions that we can't answer, the safeguard comes in and stops it, saves us. It's our saving thing. It's like, you can't answer that question. Like, what's the meaning of life? And your brain will say, that's too hard. Let's go get some ice cream. And it never gets answered. Or you can work on it, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work out. But the interesting thing is, there's a little trick to get around it. What we find is, to get past it, you ask smaller questions that you can answer. The warning sign doesn't pop up, right? So you ask a question like, if you ask yourself, man, how can I make $1 million by tomorrow? The amygdala says, that's ludicrous. We can't do it. Stop, shut down, warning, danger. Will Robinson. But if you start to ask yourself smaller questions like, how can I save, what are some ways I can save by, how can I save $20 this month out of all the spending I do? You might be able to say, I won't eat out this one time, and I'll just put that aside and I'll have my $20. Smaller questions, and smaller questions that you can like, this can do it. So if you break it down, that big question that you're trying to answer, say like your ikigai, what is my ikigai? The big questions that you ask yourself that you want to know, You're going to have to put it down into smaller pieces. So tiny questions. Okay. So thinking of ikigai, you ask yourself, what is my reason for being alive right now? Because a lot of people want to know, why am I here? What am I doing? And the more they think about it, the more they shut down because it's too big. So, what if you took time, sat down, and broke it down into smaller sections? Ikigai kind of has like I forget what it's called. It's like a diagram. And what if you asked yourself smaller questions like, what's my absolute favorite thing to do right now? I would hope that you would be able to answer what's your favorite thing to do. Okay? Or you could ask yourself, what kind of unique talent has God given me? What kind of talent do I have? And as you answer those questions, things like, how do I see the world? That's still kind of vague. What's some positive things I can see? What kind of positive impact can I have what's one simple thing I could do to positively impact the world? And those things, you start to put them together, and like a puzzle, you got this piece, and you got this piece, and this piece fitting together. When they're all together, you say, I've answered that question. This is my ikigai. This is how you get from, big super giant ideas to breaking it down into smaller little things, putting it, so it's kind of like decompose, and then you build it back up, putting it all together, and you have your answer. So I hope that helps you. As we go throughout this week, break down some big things that you have in your life, some big questions. Why is this? And then try to break it down into smaller questions like, what can I do about this? Or what does this mean? What does this mean? That you can't answer without the amygdala coming up saying, nope, shut it down. And it'll slip past that. You'll get your questions answered, and you'll be more knowledgeable in the things that you want to know about. So, you guys have a wonderful day. Oh, got my water. And always, this has been an Ichigo, Ichie Kampai.